Hey everyone, welcome back for another video. Today I'm going to review Doctor Sleep, the second chapter of The Shining, which this video will have spoilers, right off the bat. So yeah, if you haven't seen the film, first of all, definitely go watch it. But yeah, if you haven't seen it and don't want to be spoiled, just watch it first and then come back to this video. So yeah, today I'm going to be talking about what I liked about it, which for the most part, I gotta say, guys, I freaking loved it. I think it's such a shame that the film didn't really do that well at the box office. And yeah, I mean, I really can't say the reason for that, but yeah, I highly recommend it. Bottom line, I love The Shining. Maybe I'm being a little biased, but yeah, I mean, it was a good film in my honest opinion. So first thing I will say that I loved about it, Ewan McGregor. I loved him as the adult Danny Torrance, and I did love. There's a new character in this film called her name's Abra. It's a little girl, and I loved their chemistry. Like I don't know what it was. Like they just meshed really well. So I did enjoy that. And basically, the plot of this film, the original, it all took place obviously in the Overlook Hotel. This one, it does not. It's very different. So basically, what this one is, there's a character by the name of Rose the Hat, and she's like the leader basically of this cult called the True Knot. And basically, what it is, this cult, they hunt down kids with The Shining and kill them. And it's like this weird, like they suck like their like steam or something like that. So it's pretty yeah, it's pretty interesting. But yeah, I mean, I went in blind. I never read the book, but I do love the original film. So I went into this, like blind. I had no clue what it was going to be about, and I was pleasantly surprised. I thought Rose the Hat was a great villain. She was a worthy villain for these characters to go up against, and it's things get pretty interesting. They kill off characters from her cult and stuff like that, and really unique and interesting ways. I don't want to give away too much because I mean I'd rather you guys figure that out. Watch it for yourselves. But yeah, so I don't want to get too much into that. But yeah, I mean I thought that overall plot was great. It was interesting. It was fresh. Because yeah. And another thing I gotta say, guys, the Overlook Hotel in this film looked like I gotta give credit to like whoever the hell designed it, everybody, the director, like because yeah, that thing looked freaking amazing. It looked like they were on the set of the original Shining. So yeah, they got like every little detail, and I paid attention. I was like, I even rewatched like scenes from The Shining, and yeah, they did their homework. I do have to say. Also, they do have Overlook Hotel flashback scenes to Jack Torrance and Wendy Torrance from the original film, played by new actors because the director apparently opted out to go with the whole digital de aging technology that we have nowadays. So I have to respect that. I did enjoy that, and I thought the new actors were actually great in the roles. The new actors that played Jack Torrance and Wendy, for and young Danny Torrance for the flashback scenes. So yeah, I mean, it didn't really bother me to be honest. Like I know, oh, that's supposed to be, that's supposed to be Jack Nicholson or whatever. So yeah, I wasn't really too focused on that. I thought the director had enough respect for those scenes, the way the way they were shot. I thought that first of all, they were beautifully shot. Yeah, I gotta say that. So I did enjoy that. Like the maybe like the one gripe I had with this film, to be perfectly honest with you guys, is maybe the running time. I thought the running time, because it's like from what I recall, it's like 2.5. It's almost like 3 hours long. So yeah, there was some stuff at the beginning I felt maybe could have been shaved down like a little bit, like certain scenes here and there. Like we see Danny Torrance go to like AA meetings and stuff like that. I felt not all. I mean, it's cool if you want to show him like going to AA meetings and all that because of his past like struggles and stuff. But I felt maybe like one or two instances could have been shaved down by a few minutes. Because I mean, yeah, I thought it could have been told in like 2 hours or less. So there's some stuff there that can be shaved down. I thought anyway, but I don't know. Maybe the director thought, thought differently. He thought because I know he does like to focus on which I mean I do respect that he likes to focus on character and like themes. So I respect that. I respect that. And also one thing I did love about this film, which you don't really see in modern horror nowadays, there wasn't really, at least I felt, there wasn't really an over reliance of on like jump scares. There wasn't really. I mean, you saw there were like creepy things in it, but you don't really get like the whole oh there's something like things popping out at you out of nowhere, and you just hear that freaking loud sound. Because yeah, that kind of gets old. But anyway, yeah, I did love that about this film. It is a slow burn. If you guys have seen The Shining, that film is a slow burn as well, pretty much. So yeah, I felt this one was very true to the original, at least like the style somewhat. And the third act in the Overlook Hotel, I mean they got things down. I marked out so bad, being a huge fan of the original film, the sets, seeing like the sets again, and what's supposed to be the Overlook, and it's basically its own like it's its own character, the hotel itself, which is pretty cool. And they did a great job, like getting down, the characters from the original, like the twins, I mean everything. And then Lloyd in the original film, played by Joe Turkel. I thought they were going somewhere. I thought they were bringing him back, but because there's a scene where adult Danny Torrance goes to the Overlook, and obviously they're there. He goes to the same bar that Jack Nicholson, that Jack Torrance went in the original film, and I thought it was going to be the original actor, which I would have like marked out for so bad, but they kind of did like a bait and switch. So it's supposed to be Jack Torrance is the waiter now, at the bar, and or the bartender. I'm sorry, but yeah, it's Jack Torrance, and I'm like, oh crap, like that's different. So yeah, he freaking he's supposed to be Lloyd, but Danny sees through that, and it's like, I know you're my dad. Like, what the hell are you talking about? But yeah, I thought that was a pretty interesting scene. And yeah, well, spoilers, but yeah, they kill Danny burns down the Overlook Hotel at the end of this film, which I thought was pretty poetic actually, and he unfortunately goes along with it. But yeah, I mean, I hated that he dies, but I loved the fact that it all kind of came full circle with him having The Shining, and the whole movie is trying to help this girl survive, not being hunted and murdered by this like cult that wants to get her. So, and the visuals in the movie are great. Like I said, I can't understand why it didn't do that great, in the theater. So yeah, if you guys love The Shining, I highly recommend it. As a huge fan of the original, and I mean it's a great film, and I can't say right now if it's a masterpiece, but like maybe in a few years, who knows? But I thought it was a freaking great film. After like the first hour, I didn't really the running time kind of it didn't drag pretty much. Like I was invested throughout the rest. Like after like the first hour or so, because it does kind of feel like it drags on a little bit at the beginning, but when it gets going, like yeah, it gets going. So especially if you're a fan of the original and all the little subtle like references and stuff like that. So I think you guys will dig it. And yeah, that's about the only gripe I really had was the running time. Everything else I freaking loved it. I loved the acting, the characters. I thought were great. I thought the overall plot was great. So yeah, that's what I thought about The Shining. And I mean, The Shining. What the fuck am I? Doctor Sleep. I'm sorry. See, that's how much I love the original. But yeah, with that, guys, that's my short review on Doctor Sleep. Like I said, if you guys haven't seen it, definitely go support it, go watch it. It's freaking amazing. So yeah, I'll leave you guys with that. And thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed this review. I hope it maybe convinces you to go check it out for yourselves. And see you guys for the next video.